You know, back in the earlier days, we were marking stuffs with a gun, ink pens on cans. We have price change day on Friday. You take hairspray and spray it on the ink and wipe it off, and then you put the new price on. And we learned how to do it fast. You go in S's, so you go bump, 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 like this, you know. And that's how you did your price changes. And you put them back on the shelf, and then, you know, that was what we did. It was a monotonous job, is doing price changes, and ad changes were really difficult. It's all by hand. There's a lot of stuff that was time consuming that changed with the computer world. Back when I first started, we would look for the deals on stuff. We'd go through the books and go, here's the best deals we can get right now. And so we would order that stuff in, and we build big ends with them. So now the offices, almost in every business now, pre-sells those displays. So they already know what they want you to put on it, and they pay for that. You know, my biggest thing was, we used to think, you know, you put a display, so you put, like, let's say you have pizzas and you have ice cream and, you know, something that would complement each other, and you buy one of each. Well, when I got to Albertsons, there was 4 different kinds of pizzas, and I go, well, why would you do that? And they go, we make more money off of pre-selling that door than if we sell one pizza out of there. So they all paid for it, and that's, you know, so everything's changed to where what made sense to me changed to where it's pre-sold. So it's more of on who's buying the space. That's what dictates what goes on the ads and stuff like that. So a lot of that changed. It's all corporate mandated anymore. And then the scanning process, you have to scan every item because they're paying you backdoor money on scan based. So whatever it comes out on the data, that's why you can't put, if you have different varieties of flavor, you can't just put 20 in and scan one. You want each variety scanned, and then they figure out what the movement is. We call it here as CGO. We do automatic ordering, but you got to put the right information into the gun, and then the computer tells you how many cases you need. And then all you have to do is order, like for your ad, when something's cheaper than the computer wouldn't know that. So the automation is starting to come more and more. It doesn't always work out like it should. If you remember, Whole Foods was on that automatic, and it was just leaving 2 or 3 items on the shelf, and nobody wanted those last 2 or 3. So I think they had to adjust how that was working. But that's a lot of what's changed, is just the controlling goes from being that mom and pop shopper, grocery person, into more of a corporate, you know, money thing, to where they get the backdoor money and stuff like that. Before you know what you're paying for it, and you sold it at a margin that you wanted.